Hi, this is Joyce Pellino Crane. I'm the news director here at WestfordCAT, and I have two guests to my right from the health department. We're going to talk about the flu. Health director of the department, Jeff Stevens.
How you doing,
Jeff.
Joyce?
Nice to see you here. And public health nurse, Gail Johnson. Did I get that right?
Gail Johnson.
All of a sudden, I forgot your last name.
Yeah.
Gail Johnson. Welcome to both of you. And
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you know the door is always open here at WestfordCAT for you guys.
Thanks.
So I want to just get right to the heart of the matter. It's flu season, and Gail, you did a bunch of clinics already. Do you want to mention some of those that you did? That's
I've
phenomenal.
done 4 public flu clinics, 1 for the seniors at the Franco-American. I did 1 and 2 at the Millennium and 1 at the library. Town employees, I did the teachers in all of the 9 schools, and I also have done all the 9 schools for the students for the 9 schools, plus I did the home visits. So I've been in and out of that office running around doing many, many flu clinics.
Wow. So Jeff, is she done for flu clinics this year?
So as far as our main flu clinics, Super Gail is definitely done with all our clinics. She's been working an amazing amount of hours trying to get those clinics done. She's vaccinated probably in the neighborhood of 1,300 people. We don't have the number of people yet exact, but it's going to be somewhere in that range, anywhere from 1,250 to 1,400.
Wow.
So it's been a really, really good turnout for the clinics. In fact, our one for our over 65 crowd had over 450 people there.
That's amazing. So you have volunteers helping you, though, right?
So the Medical Reserve Corps has been helping me tremendously.
Yeah.
Without the MRC, honestly, I don't think we could run any clinics in town.
Yeah.
So they're a group of like 550 volunteers, men and women, medical and non-medical, that actually help out at the clinics. So I'll have like 11 nurses and I'll have 11 admins, and it just really, it couldn't have been done without them, honestly.
I'm always amazed. I used to be a resident of Westford, so I'd get my flu shot here. And I could never, I was just amazed at the organization that you would have inside that room.
There's a lot of planning.
Yeah.
There's a lot of planning in the flow and the traffic and how to get everyone in and out without any waiting, to the best of our ability. I think we've pretty much got that down now.
I would say so.
I think so.
That clinic actually has a dual function as well. Because we're always training in emergency preparedness, we use our flu clinics as our emergency dispensing site practice.
Oh, that makes sense.
So if we have to run a mass vaccination for hepatitis A, and we hope that never happens, the structure you see at the flu clinic is actually how a clinic for another type of vaccination would run. So we're always fresh, ready to go with how those clinics are going to operate.
Wow, that's just really amazing. So what is the difference, Jeff, between just the flu, and a common cold?
Well, the difference between the two is the common cold is a virus, but the flu is also a virus that is a little stronger. And when you have the flu, the biggest difference, I would say, Gail, is the fever.
The fever. The fever, the chills, the aches in the muscles, joint pain, everything. Just you feel 10 times worse than just a common cold. Common cold, you still have the cold and the cough, but you don't have the fever usually. So the flu is just that, and the muscle aches and all of. You know you have the flu when you have the flu. You're really sick.
So the virus is a different structure than a common cold virus?
Yep. Mm-hmm. But so the flu vaccine is made to help diminish there's no immunization out there that prevents you from getting the flu.
Right.
But if you get the flu, and when you add the antibodies into your body after getting the flu vaccine, it decreases the severity of the flu. So it's best to get your flu shot. So that's very, very important.
Did you get yours, Jeff?
I did get my flu shot.
Did you? Good. Good for you.
He has a nurse in the office.
I don't have any good reason not to get one.
I'm right there.
And what did you give? Do you give yourself a flu shot?
No, my significant other also is a nurse and gives me my
that's good.
flu shot. So very helpful.
Yeah. Well, is there anything you want residents to know before we end and wrap this up?
Actually, a couple of things. One is to wash your hands. Make sure you're always washing your hands. That's very important. Limit the amount of time you're exposed to someone with the flu. You don't want to be hanging around. And just really be cognizant of just making sure you don't put your hands in your mouth, and just making sure you're always just cleaning, really. I know that sounds so odd. We were just talking a few minutes ago about the gym.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're just saying just about cleaning your surface area.
Right.
is what I was just.
Yeah. So
gonna
I was
say.
going to ask Jeff. Are you using a gym these days?
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
And
you
one
look
thing
like
that's
you do.
important, that the flu is preventable.
Yeah.
And if you do things like wash your hands on a regular basis, like Gail said, avoid the hand-to-mouth activities, cover your mouth when you're coughing, and if you're sick, stay home. So everybody out there, if you've got employees, let them stay home when they're sick. That's a great way to make sure people don't get sick.
And maybe clean off the phones too. Like,
I think best practices within your office and your home are to clean your doorknobs, clean your phones, clean anything you're
The computers,
generally
the
touching, your
desktop.
computers. Just being vigilant that a little bit goes a long way with helping to reduce the spread of the virus.
well, I've been basically going OCD. I can't, I can't walk into a new building without going into the sink and washing my hands. When I get home, I wash my hands. This is really
practice.
terrifying.
One more thing I want to add. Can I
Okay,
just add one
sure.
more thing? I get lots of calls, and one of the questions people ask, the seniors specifically, is what should I get, the high dose or the regular flu zone? And I just wanted to touch base on that really quickly. The 65 and older dose is the high dose. It is made for the senior population, and it is a trivalent. It has 3 strains of the flu virus inside the vaccine. The regular flu zone I have for the 6 months and older, it's a quadrivalent, and that's for 6 months and older for anybody that can have it. And people ask which one should they get, and the CDC does not recommend one or the other because both of them are very effective. But there is that 65 and older that is made specifically 4 times the antigen boost that it gives for the seniors.
So are you saying it's their choice? It's the seniors'
It
choice?
is actually their choice.
Okay.
It is not.
Nobody's making a recommendation.
Nobody's
either way?
recommending.
Okay.
It's just that they did make a vaccine specifically for that age group.
Okay. Thank you, Gail. That's really nice. Good to know. Jeff?
I think there's one other common misconception a lot of people need to be aware of. If you get the flu shot and you get sick, there's a very good chance you were getting sick prior to getting that flu shot. It takes about 2
okay.
weeks for your body to actually build up the antibodies to prevent the flu. And people who end up with either a bad cold, possibly the flu, a couple of days to 10 days after their flu shot, they were getting sick anyway. So the flu shot doesn't cause the flu.
Correct. Thank you. That's very true. It's inactivated. It is not a live virus, and you cannot get sick from the flu shot.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's so good to know. Thank you both for coming here today and filling us in on the flu season issues. And hope to see you back for some other health-related news shows.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
For WestfordCAT News, this is Joyce Pellino Crane. See you around town.